Now, you probably recognize me from Bridgerton.
He stole our hearts, and now we'll never see him again.
We found friendship.
Why is the Duke gone for good? After rising to fame and having a multi-$1,000 contract offer,
And handsome. Must not forget that.
what made Page decline continuing to play the Duke of Hastings? What rumored major role could be even bigger than his star turn in Bridgerton?
This is to work. You must appear madly in love.
All good things must come to an end. And so must Regé-Jean Page's time as the Duke of Hastings.
I have always been yours.
The recent announcement came to us in true Bridgerton style, a note from Lady Whistledown, explaining that we would not see Page as the Duke in Season 2. It was quite unexpected news considering how major a role this was for Page and all the success and attention the actor received for it. So why would he choose to leave the Bridgerton family so soon? We know he was slated to have a much smaller role in the next season. Was it not big enough to keep him around? The deal he was presented was pretty good. $50,000 per episode for 3 to 5 guest episodes is not a bad deal at all, but it still wasn't enough to keep Page. What we do know is that even though the Duke won't be there, we'll still be seeing Phoebe Dynevor in her role as Daphne Bridgerton. Thank goodness, because we're not sure we could handle losing both of them.
I thought you and I were friends.
With a great contract offer, a brilliant role, and reuniting with Dynevor on the table, why has Page chosen to move on from Bridgerton?
It's life-changing. It's incredible.
The truth of it is, the Duke was never meant to be in the second season to begin with. That's right. When he was first offered the role on Bridgerton, the contract was only for a year. Page explained that his character had a full story arc and that the part was only written for the first season. Once the producers had seen how successful the project was and what a draw Page was for the series, they decided it might be worthwhile to include the Duke in Season 2. The team did make their offer, but Page chose to stick with the plan he had.
Tell me I'm wrong.
In fact, the promise of a one-season story arc was one of the main appeals for him since he appreciated the ability to leave the show easily after just a season. He viewed the whole project as a kind of limited series for his role, since he's now prioritizing pursuing a movie career. The way the books are written somewhat lend themselves to this as well. Each of Julia Quinn's novels focuses on a different story arc per book. We're so glad to know there was no animosity behind the choice, and have been so happy to see how positively the whole team and Page himself have been since the announcement. In an interview, Page said that he was looking forward to seeing how the rest of the series went and watching it conquer the globe. The role was obviously a huge one for him, and in a post on Instagram, he called it the ride of a lifetime. We definitely agree with the Bridgerton Netflix account who commented that he would forever be their Duke. He is absolutely our Duke forever too. While the whole team has been speaking of it very positively, fans, on the other hand, aren't so happy since we were wanting to see way more of our Duke. The explosion of comments online hasn't been surprising and seems to have confirmed one thing across the board. Everyone is bummed not to see Page as the Duke again. What we can look forward to is his future screen appearances. Unsurprisingly, Page has been fielding loads of offers since he swept the Netflix world off its feet and made us all fall in love with him. We have no doubt his fantastic episode hosting SNL helped boost his popularity as well.
People may associate me with being this smoldering, sensual smoke show.
Luckily, we don't have to wait too long to see him on screen again since he's currently filming a Russo brothers film for Netflix called The Gray Man, alongside an all-star cast that includes Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. It's also been announced that he'll be featured in a Paramount film called Dungeons & Dragons, coming in spring 2022. If you can't wait that long for more of the dreamy Page, check out some of his other previous projects, like Sylvie's Love.
Yeah, we're gonna split.
And the Shondaland series For the People.
People call me arrogant because I walk with my head high.
There is one rumor going around that has us all very excited, and that's the notion that Page could be the next James Bond. When asked about it in interviews, he hasn't outwardly rejected the idea and seems pretty delighted by it, so our fingers are crossed because he is a perfect choice for the Bond role.
They all want it to happen. I want this to happen.
Honestly, we're rooting for any and all of his on-screen appearances. We're so glad we got to have the Duke for the time we did.
My thoughts of you never end.
While we would love to see him in Bridgerton again, we're definitely looking forward to all of his upcoming projects. Fingers crossed he'll be our next Bond. What type of role would you want to see him do next?